I would like to get a copy of that magazine that told the story of the young man Alex McCandless dying in Alaska. I would like to write the one that investigated the incident. I drove him from Salton City, California on March 1922. He said he would keep in touch with me, but never did. I would like to know how he was injured. Sincerely, Ronald A. Franz.
Mr. Franz, so can you tell me more about Alex McCandless?
Sure. So one Thursday in mid-January, I stopped to give McCandless. I asked where his camp was located. He replied, passed on my hot springs. We drove for a few minutes. After a while, we arrived at a bizarre encampment where about 200 people were gathered.
Devoted Christian. He spent most of his adult life in the Army. Franz's family died in a horrible car accident. His son was supposed to graduate from medical school. Since then, he started hitting the whiskey hard.
At McCandless, I couldn't get the boy out of my mind. He said his name was Alex. I wanted to convince him to make something of his life. Before the day was out, we drove to Palm Springs in my truck and had a nice dinner. We spent a lot of time together. Alex told me to move out of my apartment and live on the road. One day in early February, McCandless announced that he was moving to San Diego to earn more money for his Alaska trip. I offered him a ride on February 19th. McCandless called me to wish me an 81st birthday.
A long letter arrived at Franz's post office.
I will not be in South Dakota very much longer. I have my soul set entirely on my Alaskan odyssey and hope to be on my way no later than April 15. Ron, I really enjoy all the help you have given me and the times that we spent together. I hope that you will not be too depressed by our parting. I think you really should make a radical change in your lifestyle and begin to boldly do things which you may previously never have thought of doing. The very basic care of man's living spirit is his passion for adventure. If you want to get more out of life, Ron, you must lose your inclination for moderate security and adopt a helter-skelter style of life that will at first appear to you crazy, but once you begin accustomed to such a life, you will see its full meaning and its incredible beauty.
Oh, he really expresses himself through indirect characterization.
You won't take my advice because you are more stubborn than me. I fear that you won't get to see all the beautiful things God has for us to discover. Move around, be nomadic, make each day a new horizon. You are still going to live a very long time. My point is that you do not need me or anyone else around to bring this new kind of light in your life. Just get out and do it. Get out of Salton City. You will be very, very glad that you did. Take care, Ron. Alex.
I arranged a couple of rocks to create parking for my van. I started telling the Indians then about Alex's adventures.
Mr. Franz, Alex McCandless is dead.
Oh, God. He might never be coming back. I remember asking God to keep his fingers on the shoulder of that one. I told him that boy was special, but he let Alex die on December 26th. I learned what happened. To a boy like Alex, I drove back and bought a bottle of whiskey, hoping it would kill me, but it didn't. A shovel. What are you guys too busy standing around with your hands in your pockets to be of any good use? Not snapping like that. We was coming great with Alex at work. Now, about 50 days have passed since McCandless's body was found in Alaska on the Stampede Trail. I introduced him to my girlfriend Gail Boris soon after McCandless returned to Carthage that spring.
He was kind of shy at first. He acted like it was hard for him to be around people. I just figured because he spent so much time to himself. Alex talked a lot when we got together. Serious stuff, like he was bearing his soul. It was really obvious that he didn't get along with his family, except his little sister, Corinne.
Alex, I think he must have just got stuck on something that had happened between him and his dad. Couldn't leave it to be. Shortly before he disappeared, Chris complained to Corinne that their parents' behavior was so irrational, he wrote a letter to her.
They won't ever take me seriously. I'm going to let them think that we have a stabilized relationship, and when time is right, I'm going to knock them out of my life, and I'll never speak to either of those idiots again, as long as I live.
You received a letter from Chris a week late.
Yes, I did, it said.
15th, arrived in Whitefish this morning. Today I will jump the border and turn north for Alaska. Give my regards to everyone. Take care, Alex.
You said you received another letter.
Yes, he stated.
Don't hear from me, Wayne. I arrived 2 days ago. If this adventure proves fatal and you don't ever hear from me again, I want you to know you're a great man. I now walk into the wild, Alex.